Welcome to Running with Scissors, where you'll learn a few hair tips and tricks and hear heartfelt and comical stories from behind the chair. Hi, welcome. My name is Jordan.
My name is Meagan.
Oh, shit. She said her real name this time, y'all.
I'm here today.
Yes,
you get
Meagan
today.
Has arrived again.
Yes.
Welcome back, Meagan. It's been a while.
I'm always here. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, so are those like your alter egos?
No, it's just, I just want to be funny. No, it's just, I want to be funny and, just switch up a random name,
Yeah, I like it.
You just, never know what I'm going to throw out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, do you want to share what just happened before we started recording?
Yes. Our amazing producer was offering water and and Meagan said, "Sure, I'll hydrate my whistle."
Okay, well, it's wet my whistle, and isn't hydrate and wet the same thing?
Yes, but it just sounds, I don't know, just wrong, I guess.
I mean,
I don't know.
It is
but
wrong,
you're right. It is the same word.
Yeah.
And you're not wrong. Just the verbiage is wrong. The word is wrong. Mm-hmm. The physical word is wrong.
I'm just trying to use a better word than wet.
Why? Because your head goes straight to the gutter or what?
Yeah, and I feel like wet and moist are in the same category, and I just cannot. Like, the fact that I literally just said it, too, is just, like, cringy. But I feel like they're in the same category, and I don't know.
Yeah. Wet, moist, nub, and panties.
Nub.
They're all in the same. Nub.
A nub. Like.
Nub.
Just anytime somebody says nub, doesn't matter in what context.
Yeah.
Okay.
It either makes me laugh or it just feels weird,
I can't wait to start using that around you.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what it is.
I never knew that.
Yeah. Anyhow, we're on episode 17, Meagan.
We sure are.
We are. This is not an exciting one like last time where it was like the Sweet 16.
Right. Well, and then the time before that, we had our guest, which we hope our listeners loved that episode.
Yes. Also, I'm excited for them to listen. We actually have not released it yet, listener, as of us recording this episode. So I'm just excited to get feedback about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
So,
anyways, episode 17, yippity doo-dah. Day. Here we are.
Yeah.
What is your running with scissors, Meagan?
Well, I feel like I haven't stopped running, and I don't think I am going to either. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like since coming back from vacation, I just haven't caught up. Mm-hmm. And now we're getting into holiday season, and it's not going to slow down. Mm-hmm. Nope. So it's going to be pretty chaotic, and we're going to be running a lot. Mm-hmm. So
I'm already not looking forward to holiday season.
Yeah. And then last week I felt like was really crazy with the full moon. Like I feel like everything was all out of whack.
Wow, that was a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. What are you running with?
Well, so like the head coach on Evie's squad and the team mom on Evie's cheer squad are such super moms. I can't keep up. I don't know how. Like literally they both have like goodie bags at practices for the kids or at games for the kids. And I'm like, when do you have time to make goodie bags? And why for everything though? Number one, I think they have cooled off a little bit. But now Halloween's coming up, so they're ramping up and the end of the season. So now there's a fucking goodie bag for everything of just candy and random bullshit from Dollar Tree that they throw into things. And
well,
so
do you guys not do like every kid brings a snack at the end?
Girl, yes.
Oh, so this is like on top of like snacks.
Yes, on top of snack time.
Okay.
Okay, this is all literally unnecessary, which is why I'm like, what are we doing?
Well, but they're making that choice.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
But I now am the dick
that doesn't ever do anything.
The only one that doesn't do anything. Okay. So now I have to become somehow a super mom and make, and our end of season's like this week essentially. So I'm going to have to figure out how to make goodie bags by Thursday.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do any of this stuff from beginning because I'm trying not to make my kid think she gets a gift for everything because she's an only child and she's also an only fucking grandchild. This kid gets a gift just for walking across the street. Okay. So like no more goddamn gifts. And they're over here like, here's a gift for this and here's a gift for that. And I look like the shittiest coach on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck are you? I swear that's what these girls look at me like. Who are you?
Yeah. We had, last night was our night for snacks for Tegan. So I literally just bought brown bags, which I have some left over if you want them, like lunch bags, you know?
Well, like, yeah.
They got a Capri Sun and
Wait a minute. So y'all call that a bag, but not a sack? You know, in Oklahoma, everything's a sack.
Right.
Is that not, you just called it a bag,
I
which
did.
I'm shocked. Like, I'm in shock
Maybe,
right now.
I don't know. Now you're like making me question myself.
Like the brown lunch sacks.
Right. But I mean, it is a lunch sack.
I can't say sack without feeling like a child. Listen, this is why people up north don't say sacks. We all think of ball sacks. Anyways, Go ahead. Carry on. I don't know how I got there.
Right. Way off subject. Well, the brown bags, brown sacks, whatever the fuck they are. The lunch sacks. Brown bag special. Anyways, oh my gosh. So
yeah. No, yeah. Okay, so we had our snack at the beginning.
And like there's all kinds of like Halloween little treats out. Just like make a little brown bag. Brown bag. See? A brown bag special.
There it is. Okay, but did you like put little goodies in there aside from snack and drink?
So they got Halloween monster shaped like veggie chips and fruit snacks, a caramel apple sucker.
Yep. What is this? This is already too much. You just need a goddamn snack and a drink. She's over here. Here's 3 snacks and a drink.
Well,
but this
because
is what I'm
these
talking
other
about.
parents are bringing chapstick, lip gloss, hair ties, tattoos, stickers, pencils, all of it. And I feel like if I just bring a bag of Cheez-Its and a Capri Sun, that's not enough.
Yeah, well, that's what I did.
You're going to get judged.
Yeah, I think I did get judged. I brought literally that, and then I'm the only coach that hasn't brought some fucking random goodie bag of shit. Because why?
Or like for Tinley's,
man?
Since, you know, Sarah's a coach, like the coaches handle snacks and drinks for the tournaments.
Oh, yeah.
So, and like we just bring fruit all the time.
Yeah.
Because like we're in between games. It's normally when it's hot and like you need to like give yourself some, you know, vitamins.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I swear kids look at us like if I'm like, hey girls, anybody want a banana or an orange? And they're like, no.
There's a goldfish over there.
Right. Or they go to the concession stand and like buy all the candy. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, whatever, you know?
Yeah, whatever. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, I am being out. Like, what happened to not just buying? This is why I think we have entitled children. Or like now adults. They're all becoming adults now. And I think it's because now we just give a goodie bag for just fucking everything. And I am among the people that we don't need. Everybody is not a winner. I'm just among these people, okay? Everybody is not a winner, and that is okay. You know why? Because you can strive to be better, but we can't all strive to be better if you're all fucking winners, right? Like, you can't do it. This is not a thing. Then everybody is so good, and their mediocrity is amazing. It's amazing. And I'm like, nope.
Right,
We've
like
lost
you need
it.
to fail, you need to lose.
Yes.
Get back up and keep trying.
Yep. We're not everybody is amazing.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's just a fact, right? Like, and that's just what we need to learn in the world.
In these like young children's sporting events. Like, what are we teaching them?
Right. Well, and like last year, I'm not even trying to talk shit. I don't know if they listen to my podcast. Our podcast. But like last year, the team mom got everybody trophies. And I'm like, for fucking what? Number one, they're cheerleaders. They didn't compete in anything. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Okay. And why does everybody need one? Like, I can't wrap my brain around it.
Yeah. But I also understand like having like a good, healthy incentive and reward for showing up and trying your best and like all of that.
Yeah, but I think
But there needs to be, but it doesn't have to be glorified.
Right, but
all
I
the time.
almost feel like that needs to be put on the parents. Like, go celebrate your kid afterwards.
Okay, that's fair. But not everybody has.
Well, that's true. And I get every once in a while, like, okay, Halloween's coming up. Yep, let's get a Halloween goodie bag for the girls put together.
Right.
I love this idea. Not every fucking practice, not every fucking game. They don't need to have all of it. Give them their snack and their juice and move the fuck on. Not everybody needs all of the things. And now I look like the dick when I'm the only one not giving all the things. Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking. I have 6 goodie bags still sitting on my couch that hasn't even been, like, messed with. That's how many goodie bags we get.
Well,
and then I get one because I'm a coach. And I'm like, what? I don't need any of these things.
Just throw it in the bucket to give out on Halloween, you know?
That's actually not a bad idea. I love this idea. Anyways, but that's super moms are making me nuts. It makes me feel like what happened to just not like why it's funny because we're all talking about how the economy sucks, but then they show up with all this shit. And I'm like, no, like I think the economy sucks, so I'm not gonna show up with all this shit.
I'm not gonna spend extra money that I don't need to spend right now. Or
like I meant that the economy sucks.
Right.
But I guess here we are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buck up.
Well, if you need some brown sacks, let me know.
All right. Ball sacks. I need some brown ball sacks.
Because I think I bought like 100, like it's like a 100 pack. You know, you can't just buy, you know, however many you need.
And then maybe I'll put a little bow around them. Like,
there you go.
Here I am already doing more than I should. Like, who gives a shit about a bow around a brown bag?
Right. Okay. So I also was like, oh, maybe I'll write something cute on each of Tegan's little like bags of like Happy Halloween, Spooky, Boo, whatever, you know, like just make it more Halloween-y.
Here we are.
And so I literally I was on the first brown bag and I wrote happy. And I looked at Sarah and I said, I'm not doing this for 14 fucking bags.
No. Mm-mm.
So they all got a brown bag with nothing on it.
Right. Because
why? And Sarah had a good point of like, they don't give a shit what it says.
No, that's what I was just going to say. The ribbon. They don't give a shit about the ribbon.
Right. They're just going to tear it open because all they want is what is inside of it.
Yep.
So anyways, yeah.
Right. That was my thought about the ribbon just a second ago. Like, why would I do that? Because they would just literally, they don't give a shit about the ribbon.
Right. Yeah.
They don't give a shit about half the goodie bags that we give. This is what I'm saying. Like, I literally have some sitting on my table that, like, my kid doesn't give a shit about, and neither do I. So why are we giving them out?
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I will tell you our team mom is amazing, and so is our head coach. But, like, quit being super moms. That's all I'm saying. Quit being cool. Quit being better than me, obviously.
Or like do it and say that it's from me so then I at least get a little bit of credit.
Right. And honestly,
like if I need to donate to the cause. Like,
right. And there are occasions that this has happened that I do benefit from it. But I'm like, I'm just literally sliding in on the side. Like, yeah, I'm just a coach. So
yeah.
Anyways. Well, do you have a funny story before we go into the would you rather? And we are going to give a little bit of wedding season hair advice.
Yeah, I feel like we've had some weddings.
Yeah. And in October and like November, they're kind of becoming a wedding season of their own.
Even December.
Yep. Yeah. So we're just going to give some advice. And then the girlies that are getting married in the spring and summer can, you know, take this with them too. Absolutely. You know? What do you...
I don't know that I have a funny story.
We were going to tell a funny story about that. Had nothing to, I'll tell my funny story about the weekend.
So I forgot we did talk about that. So I have a funny story that's not related that happened over the weekend. So Tinley, my oldest, for the listener that doesn't know my kids by their name, you know, whatever. Just felt the need to say that.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So Tinley likes to wear pretend glasses and, whatnot. Well, Honey, my bonus mom, who the grandkids call her Honey, brought Tinley some old glasses. And they honestly are kind of like vintage looking, and maybe like a green color, but they don't have the like lenses in them. So it's just like, there's no...
Just like the frames.
Right. Yeah. And I didn't really pay any attention to them until everybody had left. And I was looking at the glasses and I picked them up and I noticed that on the like side of them, it says Playboy Bunny and has like the little bunny on them. And I'm like, there's no way. And then like, what the hell? What is Honey doing with Playboy? Like, that's not her.
Right.
She's not rocking Playboy Bunny.
And she clearly, like, I'm a little bit shocked if she didn't see that written on the side.
Okay. Well, listener, she honestly had no idea that they were Playboy Bunny glasses. And I will tell you where they came from here in a minute. But so I message in my like family group chat. I send these pictures and I'm like, when your grandma brings you Playboy Bunny glasses to play with, whatever. And I'm like, do you guys have a secret? Like, are you and dad going to strip clubs on the weekends? Like, what are y'all doing with your time now? You know?
Where are you getting these glasses
from,
honey?
So like send this in the message and she was like, oh my God, I had no idea that they were even Playboy Bunny like glasses, yada, yada, yada. And she was like, I got them out of my mom's nightstand. So like I think she's 92. I think my 92-year-old grandmother has Playboy Bunny glasses just chilling in her nightstand.
Oh my God.
Well, and then Honey also gave baby Steele, a little, like an old iPhone for her to like just have to like play with or whatever. And so then Honey goes, Callie, you might check that phone too. It came from the same drawer.
Oh my God. No.
Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, that's so wild.
I mean, Tinley has no idea.
Yeah.
But right. I just was like, this is too funny.
Yeah, that is funny. And of course, Tinley would love them too.
Right.
She'll probably wear them everywhere now.
Right. And then I'm going to get questioned like, why does this child have these
this
on?
mom is letting her wear these? What is happening?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Yeah. Well, what's your funny story?
Well, okay, so my funny story is yesterday we went up to Enid to see Chelsea's, my wife's dad and stepmom, and her brother and sister are there too. And Eve has been dying to shoot BB guns because last time Chelsea was up there, she was showing Eve pictures of shooting BB guns. Mm-hmm. So Eve's like, I gotta shoot BB guns. First of all, this kid has a hidden talent. She never missed a target yesterday. Never missed a target with a BB gun. I was like, what? Her dad's like, we should get her into sniper school. I'm like, she's 7.
Stop it,
yeah.
Clay.
Yeah, I'm like, no, not Clay. Chelsea's dad was like, we should get her into sniper school.
Okay.
Or they have shooting contests and
my
stuff.
Gosh, that's
and
funny.
I'm like, she's 7, reel it in. Anyways, although it was cool, like she loved it. She loved it. Yeah. So now we will have to talk to dad, though, her dad, about if she wanted to do anything about it.
Didn't J. Paul like have an old BB gun or something and he asked if Eve could have it? Did I make that up?
Yes, but I don't remember what was said about it. But either way, Clay knows she shot BB guns this weekend.
That's so funny.
So we're all doing it, okay? And at one point, it comes to me because we're just kind of all rotating around and we're literally shooting at random ass shit. Like we had Dunkin' on the way up, so we brought a coffee cup out and shot that. And then we brought her dad smokes nicotine vapes. So all of his old nicotine vapes, he would hang from trees out there and we would it was the most hillbilly fun we've ever had. Okay. And it was a great time. Well, it gets to me and luckily nobody was I don't think anybody was actually watching. Everybody, her dad was kind of off doing something. Everybody was kind of distracted because we had all done it for a while. Mm-hmm. And I go to shoot something and I feel it hit my face. And I'm like, surely I didn't just shoot myself. Because I'm obviously, it's a rifle. It is way far away from me. What?
Yeah.
Sure enough, the BB was sitting right next to me. it had hit me straight in the face. It had bounced off the vape that I had hit and came straight back at me. Hit me right in the side of the face. I have a little tiny like mark over, I don't even know where it's at, but there's a little tiny mark there. And I was like in shock the whole time. I just
and
was
nobody
like,
saw it?
what? No. So even Chelsea were watching me, but I don't even think Chelsea was actually watching me when I shot, but they were both standing there. Yeah. And I just went, oh, and like sat there and thought for a minute. And Chelsea was like, what happened? And I was like, I don't know. I shot myself somehow. And she was like, oh, she goes, well, what's funny is when you shot it, I thought I saw something come flying back. She's like, but I didn't. I looked away and I didn't see where it hit. She's like, it must have hit you in the face.
Oh,
and
no.
I was like, oh my God. So like I didn't pump it up hard enough to go through the vape. I just pumped it up hard enough to hit the vape and come back and hit me in the face.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, so got shot by a BB gun on my own self this weekend. Yeah. Which was a real talent that I didn't know I had. So that was cool. Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, my pride went out the window though, because I just was like, cool. So great. Yeah.
Okay, whose turn?
Yeah, anyways, somebody else, you know. Anyway, because I was the only girl, like, other than Chelsea, I was the only other girl doing it, other than my child, too. So, like, I don't know. Whatever. I was the only femme girl doing it.
Right. Well, I'm glad Eve didn't get ricocheted back.
I know. I actually got really nervous about that because I was like, Eve, you need to be careful. Right. Because that could have been my eye. Like, I hit, like, right... I think right here. So, like, it could have hit my eye. Yeah. So, I did get nervous. But she was like, I'm not going to stop. And I was like, until it hits you in the face. Right. Okay. Anyways, yeah, that was embarrassing. And it felt like one of those moments where you, like, tripped and fell. And, like, you just hopped up. You're like... Mm-hmm.
Did anybody see it?
Yeah, like...
Whoops.
Yeah. Anyways, so that was my funny story. Yeah. From the weekend. Well,
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah.
And it just hit your cheek.
Like, what a fucking mess. What are the odds? You know what I mean? Anyways, you want to do the would you rather?
Yeah.
Which you got to pull it up.
Oh, that's right. So we can see what our listeners said. Okay, do you want to go ahead and read the would you rather that we chose to do?
Yes. All right, so our would you rather is, would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history? Well, I'll just go first while you're looking it up.
I got it, but yeah, go ahead.
I would absolutely give anybody access to my internet history. I don't think anybody would be shocked by my internet history. They might actually be like, wow, this girl's kind of dumb. Or just wants to know about a lot of random shit. Yeah. You know, that's really what I feel like it mostly is. So, yeah, go ahead. But I don't want you to know about what I'm thinking because those are intense sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Right. You wouldn't want to know.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. You wouldn't want to know. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I also agree that I would share my internet history because, yeah, my thoughts can sometimes not be great.
Yeah. Sometimes my thoughts aren't kind.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, I would do internet history, and I also agree, like, nobody would be shocked, and people would be like, wow, this is definitely a neurodiverse person.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
It's one extreme to the next and everything in between.
Yep.
So, yeah, and then we have some responses on our social media. One person said that internet history, because they can contain that, but not her thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, that's very valid. Yeah. Like, that's really, I think, what we mean here. Like, these are, you wouldn't want to know because they're thoughts for a reason. They just need to stay up there, you know? Yeah. Anyway.
And then another one said their thoughts because they're bad at opening up and being vulnerable, which is a good one. I can see that because I have a hard time with that too sometimes. So
So maybe if there was like an on and off switch to the thought reading situation, that'd be great.
Not when I have like RBF sitting in a corner at a restaurant.
Okay,
or
but to be fair, people probably do know our thoughts because I think we both kind of read it a little on our faces. So
I mean, that's fair too. It's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, I like that answer though. That was a good perspective, a different one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our wedding season hair topics.
Yes. Man, that was kind of a lackluster would you rather, but to be fair, I posted it like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah,
so
it kind of creeped up on us.
We'll be better.
We didn't get enough notice.
Yeah.
Maybe. But feel free to, if you still want to share, like feel free to message us and tell us.
Yeah. Or if you have a good would you rather. Yeah, that's fun too. Okay. So wedding season. I love wedding season.
Yes.
It's the one time that like it just feels like there's love in the air all the time because, you know, we're married and we know love isn't always in the air.
Right. Yes. Well, and I think too, like it's also nice getting out of the everyday routine as well.
Yeah.
And getting to be a little bit more creative with styling, having some artistry with doing makeup.
Yep.
And all of that.
It is. It's just a fun breakup to the monotony.
Sure. And having that, being that positive on that bride's day, you know?
Yeah, because, you know, we've actually done a few that we're just like, oh, I don't know how this bride's going to make it through this day. Like, this mom is nuts.
Right. Or this maid of honor or this bridesmaid or whatever.
Maid of honors.
Yeah.
There's been a few that we've looked at each other when we left and we've been like, and we're glad we're leaving before, I don't know, all hell breaks loose or.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I think the first thing with our wedding season hair topic is, what's like the best way to pick out your look. And I think that this can not just be for brides. It could be for bridesmaids, mother of the bride, groom, partner, whatever. Or if you're a wedding guest. I mean, I feel like sometimes people want to know how they should wear their hair as a wedding guest. And not that you're trying to steal a spotlight, but, you know, like I feel like this is for everybody, not just necessarily people in the wedding.
Because they have like, there's definitely more formal weddings still happening. Right. So yeah, you might need an updo to be a guest at a wedding at some point. Or
any formal event, truthfully. I guess this doesn't necessarily have to be a wedding. It could just be any formal event that you have. Because we also have people that go to galas and things like that come and get
fundraisers. Yeah. I guess galas and fundraisers are usually the same thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, but
anyways, you want to start with that subject of how to pick out your look?
Yeah. So like the first piece of advice I like to give to literally anyone, like she said, but since we're in wedding season, our brides and bridesmaids is like either have your dress either mentally picked out, like you know how you want it, you want a halter top, or you want a long sleeve dress, or you want a strapless dress, like kind of have that mentally picked out. Or if you already have one, that's great. You already have your wedding dress. Or decide on your hair and be like, well, this is really, really, really what I want my hair to look like for my wedding, and then pick out a dress from there. Because usually the first thing Meagan and I are going to ask somebody when they come in is, what does your dress look like? Because your hair is, you know, you can't have a one-sided dress and we put your hair on that side of your dress.
Right,
you know, like,
leaning.
Yeah, it just looks off. So, you know, there's different ways we can do it depending. Now, if you have a strapless dress, like leaving your hair down might be pretty, you know? So have those thoughts in mind, whether it be a bridesmaid or not, like, have those thoughts, you know, because one of those things need to be picked out first.
And if you're going to wear a veil, knowing that as well, because that also can play a factor into your hair as well.
Yeah, especially if it's like cathedral or if it's like just a shorter one. Cathedral veils, like we got to anchor that bitch in there. So your hair better be, we better make sure we can, is all I'm saying.
Right.
Because those things are long and heavy and, your hair's the only thing holding that in.
Yeah.
So
I do feel, because I feel like this is a question too on like, while we're talking about choosing your look, I feel like we get questions a lot of what's the trend or what's the looks for bridal hair.
yeah.
And I think a lot of everything is just, I feel like it's loose and flowy or texture. Very natural. Makeup, I feel like, is very natural and like dewy, sun-kissed kind of.
Yeah, not a lot of eyeliner happening, which is interesting. But yeah, and the hard part with the loose look is that sometimes, especially in our Oklahoma wind, that doesn't happen. That wind's already gonna make it loose. So just
Right,
let's
like it's
anchor
almost
that
like
bitch
we
down.
need to start off with it being prit to tat.
Yeah, your curls being really
Yes.
tight, everything, because that wind will loosen that bitch up.
And also know that trial runs are always an option too. If you're questioning it too much, you're not sure.
Yep.
We're here to practice as long as.
And that's even for bridesmaids. Like,
Yeah.
I have a situation right now with my sister. She's making me slightly crazy, but I'm sure I make her crazy in her field too. So, but she has she's going to be in a wedding this upcoming weekend, and she doesn't know these hairdressers at all, and she's worried about it. And I'm like, well, number one, as much as I hate to say it, it's not your wedding, so reel it in a little, You can look ridiculous in somebody else's wedding pictures. And nothing is, like, permanent either. Right. Like, talk to the hairdresser when you're there. You don't like something, say it. Like, that's, for us anyways, it's never an issue. We'd rather you walk out and it not look different. Like, especially, this has happened before, like, we are going to the wedding and we sit there and we watch bridesmaids walk down and it might be slightly different. And I'm like, well, but now why didn't you say anything? Because I could have done that. Because now that looks like shit because I see your bobby pin hanging out. When I could have actually made that look a lot cleaner and prettier, say something. Like, it's okay to say things, right? But like, go and have a consultation. We've done bridesmaids consultations before. We've done mother of the brides consultations before. Call them up. Like, you're nervous, call them up. Yes, it is going to be an added cost, but that's your choice. If you're worried, call them up. Do it. See what
especially,
they can
and I've
do.
even had people reach out to me that aren't my normal like clients that it's just for bridal that are like, I just wanted to see your work and, I want to come in and talk about my hair or, whatever. So
keep that in mind because that to us is important. Like, this is an important day. You're going to have pictures for the rest of your life of this.
And you're paying for it.
So like it, love it. Matter of fact, walk out of there loving it because it's already a stressful day and you don't want to be stressed out about your hair or your makeup. Like,
that's why you've hired somebody to do it.
And that's why you're doing a trial run. Or if you're, because we've had people do trial runs and maybe not like it. So, the next thing we should talk about when it comes to wedding season is the clean or the dirty hair.
Oh, yes. That's always the question.
What are your thoughts, Meagan?
I think that it depends on the hair texture. So I normally tell people if you are a finer hair textured person, where you tend to get greasier quicker, then yes, I normally suggest some clean hair.
Because we can dirty it up.
Yep.
We can make it dirty with dry shampoo, texture sprays, and all that.
Sure. And like there have been times that I have gone to weddings and it's more like the junior bridesmaids or sometimes even flower girls, that have really extreme grease in their hair and like it hasn't been, like they're not necessarily a heavy dry shampoo user. And it's like, I don't even know that a whole bottle of my dry shampoo is going to fully get in there.
Up what has happened here. Yeah.
So like there are times I normally say like, if you're worried about it, clean it.
Yep.
And I will dirty it up.
Yep. Now, if you're like us and you go 7 days in between washing your hair, like, don't come seventh day. Like, that's not a good idea.
Right.
Come maybe 2 or 3 days in. Like, that's perfect.
Right.
So if your wedding's on Saturday, wash your hair on Wednesday or something. Like, don't make it so dirty that there's no coming back from it.
Yeah.
Just make it dirty where, it's easier.
It's got a little grit.
Yeah, it's got a little hold in it.
For sure.
But I totally agree. I think clean hair, yes, there's, I have clients that wash their hair every day because the moment they sweat is the end of it, so. Go ahead.
Well, I just saw or realized also on the hair topic of your look, I feel that also kind of falls with makeup as well.
Oh, yeah.
Of like knowing your dress, the color of your dress. Yep. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into makeup as well of like your complexion, your eye color, all of that. But also knowing like what you're going to wear, like how we said, knowing your dress or vice versa. So that also goes with makeup.
And also with makeup, don't show up with day-old makeup on your face for us to do it. Please don't. My God. Number one, more than likely, we don't have time to wipe all of your makeup off and start over. So come clean every time with makeup. You can, just do. Okay.
I mean, you can wash it as I'm walking in the door. I don't care. But give us some clean skin to work with.
Yeah, and take off your old mascara. Yes. That drives me crazy too. Like, get that shit off. I don't need it there.
Right. Also, bringing pictures of things that you like and don't like. I think that's super helpful because I feel like we're pretty good about consultations and figuring out verbally what clients are asking for or wanting. But pictures are also beneficial to know in case our words aren't adding up. It's good to see, okay, I don't like this, but I do love this. Yeah. And that way that the picture kind of speaks for itself for us when we're trying to figure out what you might like and not like.
100%. The next thing is, if you really aren't sure about like what you're wanting your hair or your makeup to be, like talk to your hairdresser. And especially if they're your hairdresser that's done your hair for years, like they do color and all that too. Like talk to them. They know how your hair is going to look in specific looks. And like there was a look my sister sent me the other day and I already know, like she doesn't even live in Oklahoma, but like I already know her hair is not going to hold like that. Mm-hmm. So I told her, I think you need to find something different. That is not going to hold all day and you want that to hold all day. Right. Like because we know your hair, like that is our job is to know your hair. So like
or just trusting the creativity of it, And I also understand that that's hard because there is bad hair out there that gets done. But
like Megan and I could probably pinpoint every Pinterest picture.
Yes.
Because there are probably 3 Pinterest pictures that we see almost every fucking wedding we do. Mm-hmm. Like, let the hairdresser be a little bit original if you want. Right. Like, there is no harm in trusting it. Yeah. Now, if you've never seen their work, you have no idea what they're doing. I get having that picture and being,
or trusting the bride or whoever referred or knows that stylist. Like just trust in that person that they chose somebody that is going to do the job.
Or if none of that works for you, that's when you go have a trial run. Right. Go get a trial run. Nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, we want you to trust us. So that's great. Yep. But
so for those of you that don't know, Jordan and I do weddings, events, hair and makeup. We do airbrush makeup.
Yep.
And we do come on site.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be in the salon. You are welcome to come to the salon, but we also do come on site. So
yep. And we love it. We love doing these things. Like they are a lot of fun. It breaks up what we do behind the chair all the time. Yeah. So we also do Halloween stuff.
Oh, yes.
So But yeah, we just, you know, I love the best part, the thing that I get is like, do you do blowouts?
Yes.
Oh, girl, I do blowouts. I do a blowout on you every single time I wash your hair.
Yep.
Like, you know, because the blowout bar like made this a whole thing. Whereas really, yes, I wash and I blow dry your hair every single time you're in the salon. So we also do blowouts.
If you just need a wash and a style, we got you.
We got you. We do all of those things, and we have for over a decade now. So not like in the last 6 years when dry bar became a thing or whatever. Like, we've been doing it forever. So
but also dry bar doesn't scrub your scalp.
No, I'm disappointed. Like, every time we've gone,
truthfully,
I'm like,
don't,
what in the fuck?
I keep thinking like, okay, I'm going to give it another chance.
Because here's the deal, y'all. What you listeners forget is that we don't get the luxury of like
relaxing
and having somebody shampoo our hair. Now, we shampoo each other's hair well.
Right.
But it's not the same. Like, we're at work, you know? Like, this is work, you know? So we've done the dry bar a few times.
Yeah, and I'm like, ugh, what a waste of money.
What a fucking waste of money. Yeah. Like, how
I have
nice.
not had, and like, they're not rude. It's not that they're rude or don't have, like, they're not professional. They're not, you know, like, they have good customer service.
And my hair looks good when I leave. Like, it looks curled, like, most of the time. When I've had longer hair, it's looked good when I've left.
There have been times that I'm like, what'd you just do to the front of my hair with my bangs? But it's fine.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, whatever. But the washing is what just gets me, because I leave there thinking, like, I primarily came in here for you to, like, scrub my scalp and, like, get it freaking clean. Yeah. And, like, one shampoo is not enough.
And I don't even think you touched my scalp, ma'am. I think you patted it on the top of my head and said, you're good to go. Yeah. No, now I'm going to have to wash my hair because you didn't. Right. But to be fair, y'all, I'm going to let you in on a little secret about the dry bar is they're all new hairdressers. Like, nobody in there is established by any means. They're all new, so they're all learning, which we also have to remember.
Right. But then why do you, like, I could just go to a hair school then.
Right. Where the instructor is just going to be like, well, you need to scrub her hair a little harder. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
Well, our next episode and our next product, what, Perk Up Plus?
Yeah. Do we want to do all the dry shampoos?
I feel like we could just hit them all.
Okay, might as well. Perk Up Plus. Bring your plus size perk up.
Maybe the next episode we just hit the remaining dry shampoos and then we move on to, like,
okay.
We don't need to save one for each episode. It's not like they're that in depth. You know what I mean?
I think that's merely what I'm getting at is maybe they don't all need their own episode.
Right. Okay. I like that we just had to talk this out live on our podcast.
This is typically our meetings we have right here.
Yep.
I love this.
Well, if you have any further questions about wedding season hair or events or anything like that, pricing and details, let us know.
Oh, wait, hold on. I do have a question that I forgot to ask you. No, one more question.
We're done.
Lock it up, Susan, or whatever your name was a few episodes ago. So my sister asked me an interesting question, and I'm just curious about what your thoughts are. She asked if I would be okay with her bringing her own clips, like a fancy clip. And I said, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So there you are. Bring your own clips. Be weird.
Yeah, like if there's hair accessories that you want in your hair, definitely bring them. Yeah. Because I also think it's really fun and cool. You might want
to talk to the bride, though, about it.
Well, that's fair.
Really who should care about that if you think anybody would.
But I feel like it adds, like, another level of artistry, too, of how to, like, intertwine these clips or bobby pins, or if you want flowers in your hair and, like, just kind of.
Well, I even thought, like, one of these little, like, I saw a little updo that they did with one of these little clips, and I was like, that looks kind of cute.
Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can be done. Now we'll be done, Susan, or Barbara, or
I haven't hit Barbara yet.
Okay, well, just whatever
Susan
your name
and
is.
Karen. With a K.
Yeah, with a K.
Yes.
Anyway.
All right, well, thanks for listening today.
Yes.
We'll see you next time. Well, we won't see you, but.
you'll hear us.
You'll hear us.
That's creepy as fuck.
That is.
Well, it's Halloween season, so it feels right.
Yep.
All right. Well, take care.
We're getting off here. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining. If you like our podcast, leave a review on whatever platform you're listening on. If you're a client, you'll get 20% off your next appointment if you do leave a review. Don't forget to follow on Instagram at Running with Scissors OKC. This podcast is brought to you by Possibilities Podcast Platform.